Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the morning watch list. Alrighty, so few good stocks to potentially watch and trade today. A few of my top picks have already kind of done what I wanted them to do, so now I'm hoping they bounce back and still give me a little bit of opportunity. So it is what it is, right? Sometimes the plays are perfect; they just happen pre-market, which sucks. So what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Not really much. All right. So DPWs, once we got DPW, DPW is on watch, MARA is on watch, and PTI is on watch. Those are going to be my three main plays today. HMNY is on watch. And then I'm also going to watch FNSR, and then we're going to keep RIOT and XNET on the back burner. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen, and then we will get into it. All right. So here we are. I guess we'll just start on DPW since it's right here. We're all kind of familiar with DPW by now. It's one of those stocks that just hasn't quite given up, and it's just continuously ramping up. Though you see that DPW went from $4 to basically $6 this morning. So that's a big move. That's a very big move. The only thing about it is the reason it moved is there's a bunch of news out this morning that Digital Power rises on cryptocurrency mining plan. Digital Power announces a cryptocurrency mining division. So, of course, they got their hands in the pot and they're riding up the wave of the cryptocurrency mining, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So it's unfortunate because I wanted to short DPW. So I really wanted to see DPW continue to rise. I really wanted to see this continue up and up and up so that I could short it. It's starting to come down right now. So essentially, we are starting to downtrend on this chart right now, pre-market. Does that mean it's not going to go long today? No. So what we do here is we got a high of 583 pre-market. So technically, that's going to be the pre-market high breakout. Is it going to break out of there in the morning? Maybe. Never know. But what we do know is that right now we are downtrending and we're putting in lower highs. So if it continues to follow this path, by the time pre-market ends, the price essentially would be around $4.80. That is if it follows its downward trend line resistance for the rest of pre-market exactly. We'd be somewhere in the 480s, in which I would no longer really want to short the stock. I'd be more so long biased. So here's the deal. This is what I want to see happen. I want to see the stock hold up, and then I want it to actually cross over the trend line. And I want to get back up into the 560s, 570s, 580s, or at least hover around 550. Because here's the deal. It is a penny stock and it's still worthless. The only thing about it is it does have that news this morning about entering into kind of the cryptocurrency world, and that, they're going to have its own mining division, something like that. Is bringing in tons of people to buy because cryptocurrency is the new and best big thing on the market right now. We've seen it with RIOT. Stock like that just continues to boom. It's got its hands in the pots of like blockchain technology and etc. So again, these are the stocks that are always moving, the ones that are involved with the whole cryptocurrency hype. So I am more short bias on DPW because it has increased so much and it's not holding its highs. The only thing, I would only be long biased if it continued to hold up towards the 583, which it's not doing. So I am definitely more short biased on this. Something to consider is that if it dumps out and it does not continue to go lower and it starts kind of consolidating sideways, which could happen around 520, it could happen at $5. I think it's more prone to see it kind of hover around $5 mark. It could squeeze up very hard in the morning because if it doesn't want to go down, it's really going to go up. And if there's short sellers in here pre-market and it stops going down, they're going to cover their position when the bell opens, and we could very easily see a morning squeeze for a long. So keep DPW on watch for a long. As of right now, maybe like a little reversal and a bounce play around that $5 area if that holds up as support. If it starts trending back up before then, I'll be more short biased because now we're getting closer to its pre-market high resistance. Okay, so DPW, it's got a 6 million share float, will move fast. This morning it has 2 million shares of volume already traded. So again, This is going to be on everybody's watch list. This is already on everybody's radar. Definitely something to consider watching and keeping up with. All right, we'll go to PTI now. PTI, ooh, okay. So definitely short biased on DPW, or sorry, PTI. Let me get these drawings out of here. So here we go. We had a big day up on DPW, followed by basically a downtrend. This thing does not look strong. It actually looks pretty weak. If it does break over $6 today, we could see it really boom and continue higher. But at this given time, it's holding up a little bit of a support in this $5.50 area. So I'm definitely short bias on this. You can see that it's downtrending. If you go to a 1-year day chart, you'll see that the price is very extended. I mean, it's all the way up here from 230 to basically $6. That's really extended. That's a huge move. I would expect it to kind of pull back and start coming down. So I think for me, I'm definitely going to be short biased on this trade and look to short below this 550 mark. I really think we're going to see a PTI dump out. It might do it before market open, but again, I would be more short bias on this with an entry probably below 550. My target would probably be first target would be $5. I would expect it to bounce off of $5 and then start reversing a bit, and then maybe look to re-short on the initial move back down. But definitely keep PTI on watch for a short this morning. If it doesn't want to break, if it does not break 550, remember this, if it doesn't break 550, it might just start squeezing up. If it's not going to go lower, it's going to go higher, okay? So keep that in mind. There's other short sellers that are watching this. If we pile in short and it doesn't go, we're going to cover and it will cause a squeeze, okay? Definitely something to consider there, all right? On to the next one, which is MARA. MARA is kind of just like chopping around. So here's the deal with MARA. I would be very hesitant initially trading MARA. Right now, I'm more short biased on it. I'm always short biased on this one, but it always ends up doing some crazy shit. Right? Like, I mean, like, look at this. I was short here yesterday at the bell. I shorted for like a $500 win through here. Then it popped up, then it came down, and then it kind of just like chopped around for a bit before taking off. There's enough people still watching MARA that it might just boom again. Okay, it seriously might just take off again, just simply based on the fact that so many people have been trading it. It's continuing to hold like a trend. You know, it continues to make higher lows, so it continues on this trend up. If you look at the daily chart, it is a little bit extended, not by a ton anymore. You know, it's basically right here. It's right here. It's very possible we can see this push up a little bit more today. But if you want my honest opinion, I think that MARA is going to get a little bit choppy to start off with before it picks a direction that it would like to go. Right now, it's just right in the middle of a whole dollar mark. Like here's $6. It's been over it. It's been under it. It's been over it. It's been under it. So it doesn't really know what it wants to do yet. So again, be very hesitant on very hesitant on MARA to start. Once it kind of shows some type of direction, then I would definitely say trade it. There's going to be some money to be made on this today. DPW, PTI, MARA are both going to be, they're all going to be very heavily traded today. All right, there's that one. HMNY. HMNY absolutely getting crushed. It popped up yesterday on some rumors of like having a deal with, I don't know, maybe it was Costco, I think. I ended up shorting it right here. That was a nice win. And then after market, it basically tanked, and now it's below $7, all the way down to $6. It's really just losing the game here. It's really just getting crushed. All right, so here's the thing, is it's now below its 200 moving average. The 200 moving average was right at 750, 743. On a 1-year chart, if a stock is below that 200 moving average or does break the 200 moving average, it really means that it's probably going to continue down. Though it may continue down, it's very possible we're going to see a short squeeze in the morning. If this holds up and starts trending back up, definitely consider taking a long, as there was a lot of short selling throughout this whole day. Basically, the stock got short sold all day long from 12s now down to 6. So if at any point this starts to curl up a little bit, you're probably going to see a massive short squeeze. And I mean, oh, 1 second. I guess I can just check FinViz, see what's going on there. Yeah. Opportunity for a short squeeze is beyond massive right now. There's a 52% short float interest, which means more than 50% of the people trading the stock are short biased. If they cover up, there would be an insane short squeeze. I mean, it'd be huge. So definitely keep HMNY on watch for a long today. But not necessarily long, more of like a short squeeze. That's what you're really watching today on HMNY, is for a short squeeze, okay? If it doesn't break 6, that's kind of where I would look to enter. If it holds up 6 as a support, definitely might be a short squeeze off of that, big time, okay? So there's that. XNET, again, XNET is it's just the stock. I'm really just mentioning these ones to keep on your watch list, on your back burner, because I mean, if you look at them, they always have range, they always have setups, and they're just always in trade. They're always being traded. So if all else fails, you can kind of always resort back to XNET to potentially find a trade, right? And same thing goes with RIOT. There's no game plan right out of the gate. I don't really like these ones, but again, they're just constantly traded, and there's always room to make some money on them when all else fails, okay? So that's really the game plan, is to keep RIOT, XNET on your back burner, DPW, PTI, and MARA, HMNY on a main watch. And same thing with FNSR. FNSR is another one that was moving here in the morning. FNSR, and yes, there is an offering on HMNY. So FNSR, I think there was news this morning about something that had to do with Apple, right? Apple awards $390 million to Face ID tech company Finzar, blah blah blah. So they have Apple in their headlines, something about $390 award, deal, something like that. That's big news. That's why they're up from 19 to 25, and they're grinding higher. So definitely keep FNSR on watch for a long today. It is up quite a bit, but it has very strong news. So this is one that I would be more long biased on today, even though the gap is very big, okay? So definitely keeping it on watch. We know it's got resistance up here close to 25. So honestly, it's probably good for a long trade over 25 if it gets there. If it doesn't break 25 and it rejects it multiple times, then I would be interested in shorting. I'm not interested in shorting FNSR until it breaks, until it refuses to go through 25. If it doesn't want to break 25, then I'll short, but I won't touch it until then, okay? And that is your morning watch list for the morning. So definitely some good stocks to watch. I mean, the market's been very hot forever now. And lately some penny stocks have been around for us to play, which I love. Love it, love it, love it. So again, that is all we got for you this morning here on the watch list. So I hope you guys liked it. Again, we do this Monday through Friday, unless the market's closed or for whatever reason I'm not here, which is usually never. I'm always trading. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Again, recap, DPW on watch, PTI on watch, MARA on watch, HMNY on watch, XNET, RIOT are on the back burners, and then FNSR is on watch for a long over 25. Okay. Also, if you haven't already and you want to join into the trading course, live trading room, etc., use holiday code 10. It's in the description below. First month for $5. Learn what you need to learn. Trade with me. Trade with others. Good time. I'll see you on the other side. All right. Take care.